Dear students of third semester BA BSc, let us make a revision on prose. So earlier we discussed on history, Carlyle's views on history, definition of history, and root of history is the root of all sciences according to Carlyle. Every individual, for that matter, a historian according to Carlyle. And writing history is the highest art, he says. And there are two difficulties while a historian writes history, that is philosophy and experience. See, with these objectives, we have to make revision on prose to refresh the students, to clarify the doubts on prose units, to reinstate the ideas and the issues discussed in the units. Let us go to the first one, the last leaf. O. Henry's short story it is. To remember the story of two friends, Hugh and John C. at Greenwich Village. You have to remember the whole story. Immediately when you read that title of the story, the last leaf, you should remember the whole story. John C. suffering from pneumonia. Here what exactly happens in the story is John C. suffering from pneumonia and doctor's helplessness due to the patient's belief of going to die. It is a defect in her mind that she has believed that she is going to die surely, and that's why doctor also could not help her. John C.'s observation of a tree through the window beside her bed, that it is losing leaves every day. Falling of the last leaf identified with her death. So she gets obsessed with that tree and the falling of the leaves every day. She gets an idea that when the last leaf falls, my life also will be ended. Behrman painted it lest it should fall. So Behrman, the greatest artist, paints a tree. There he paints a last leaf. It never falls because it is not the real one. It is the painted one. It never falls. And he gave her life, and he died. So he makes an addition of so many leaves. Then, he gave her life. But after he gave her life, he died of pneumonia. Then move on to the next story, Lajwanti. Rajendra Singh Bedi's partisan story it is. And it deals with the predicament of women in conventional society. And also there a revolution takes place by the group of people. They try to create awareness among the people to receive the abducted women back to their home. Lajwanti's retaliation by appreciating the man in Pakistan who kept her with love and care. So Lajwanti has grown fatter than how she was when she was with her husband. By telling her husband that that man in Pakistan was looking after her with great love and care, she retaliates. As a feminist story also we can read this Lajwanti. Then death of the moth. Virginia Woolf's observation of a trivial insect. Moth is a very small insect and she observes all the trivial activities and tracing of moth's life and death, how it lives and how it ends its life, she traces by very, very delicate observation. She records her intimacy with it and uses symbols to highlight the true nature of a little creature. Then Nehru's tryst with destiny. Nehru's speech on 14th August 1947 midnight. Freedom and power, they are not the gifts, but they are the responsibilities. Need of incessant striving for India's future. dreams to be realized, what dreams we have for India, that dreams have to be realized in future, and then only this freedom will be fruitful. To fight out poverty and to build democratic nation, and unity in diversity and diversity in unity is the great formula of India and India's future. So, with these important highlights of each prose unit, you can revisit all those uh, pieces of writings. There, you will get clarified your doubts, and you will have clarity in understanding, and you will have perfect comprehension, and you will become more authoritative on each unit, and students are enabled to substantiate the ideas of each unit. So let us go through the MCQs. Tryst with Destiny is an essay, a treatise, a discourse, a speech. So it is a speech. And Jhansi was about to die due to pneumonia, cancer, improper treatment, belief of dying when the last leaf falls. Belief of dying when the last leaf falls. Then, though Lajwanti's partition story deals with partition history, partition politics, feminist ideology, Hinduism. So it deals with feminist ideology. Then what is the new star rises in the east? Sun, freedom, power, all the above. So B is the answer. Freedom as the new power. Two difficulties for a historian to write history are philosophy and experience, dates and places, incidents and incidences, persons and their ideology. So philosophy and experience is the answer. So with this much, I would like to put an end to this session. Thank you.